everyone, welcome back to Meadow Green Farm. Today we're in the kitchen and we're making a really delicious recipe that was passed down from Eric's grandmother. It's a sweet chili sauce. We made it last year for the first time. We really enjoyed putting it on meatloaf and hamburgers and sandwiches, but we're almost out, so it's time to make a new batch. Before we begin, if you're interested in this recipe, you can go to our website. It's called meadowgreenfarmtn.com, and there's a link at the top of the page for all of our canning and cooking recipes. The original recipe makes 21 pints, which is far more than what I can fit in my pressure cooker. So I cut the recipe in half to make about 10 pints, which means that I need about 10 pounds of ripe tomatoes. Now, if you're someone that struggles with getting enough ripe tomatoes at once to make a recipe, I found a great solution is to just wash them, core them, put them in a freezer bag, and put them in the freezer. This is also a great solution for people like me that get overwhelmed with too many ripe tomatoes at once and I just can't keep up with my canning. So I found that keeping them in the freezer in Ziploc bags with a date on them really helps. And then the night before, I'll take them out and let them thaw. And the bonus to this is that when they thaw, you don't have to blanch them anymore because the peels will just slip right off of the thawed tomato. We're gonna begin by taking all the peels off of our tomatoes, and then we're gonna add them to the food processor and run them through that. And then we're gonna put them in the pot that we're gonna use to cook down the sauce. I'm gonna wear gloves because my hands are so tore up from gardening that I need to protect them from the tomato juice, which burns in every little cut. Next, we need 1 pound of either red or green bell pepper. We're gonna chop those up and run them through the food processor and add them to the pot also. Then we're gonna need 2 pounds of onion that we're also gonna chop up, run through the food processor and add to the pot. Now I'm gonna add 2 1/3 cups of white vinegar to our pot. Now we're gonna add our spices. So we're gonna start with 6 tablespoons of mustard seed. 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon. 1½ teaspoons of allspice, 2 teaspoons of ground cloves, the last thing that we add is 4 cups of sugar. We're going to stir it well and then bring it up to a low boil. While it's boiling, you want to be stirring it constantly so it doesn't stick or burn on the bottom. We're going to let it boil for about an hour and a half. And while it's boiling, we're going to get our jars ready in our pressure canner. We're going to fill it up with water and get the jars nice and hot. Smells so good. And now that we've let it boil down for about an hour and a half and it's reached this nice thick consistency where it still has a little bit of watery to it, but it's holding shape, we're gonna get our hot jars out of our pressure cooker and we're gonna start filling them, leaving a 1/2 inch headspace. We're gonna process our jars in the pressure canner at 10 pounds pressure for 25 minutes. Now we did end up with one jar that just didn't have the correct headspace, so we're gonna save this and put it in the fridge. Once the 25 minutes is up, turn off the heat and you're gonna wanna wait until that pressure gauge reads 0 before removing the lid. I like to wait an extra 5 minutes just to be safe. Then you wanna wait another 10 minutes before removing your jars from the canner. Let your jars sit on the counter to cool for 8 to 12 hours before you move them to your cold storage area. I just wanna mention our website again is meadowgreenfarmtn.com. There will be a link in the description of this video for the recipe if you're interested, and if you click on that, it'll bring you right to the sweet chili recipe. But we are working on adding to our website behind the scenes. We are adding a bunch of our cooking and baking recipes also if you're interested. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you get a chance to make this sweet chili sauce. It's a 100-year-old recipe passed down through generations. And the surprising thing about it is that it makes the entire house smell so good for the rest of the day. That's gonna be a wrap for today's video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Are you gonna add bloopers at the end of this one?
I don't know, should I?
Oh, you got some weird one. Okay. Once the 25 minutes is up, you want to turn off your heat and wait before moving them into your cold storage area. That's
Okay.
what I should say. What did I just say? It sounded really good. I just want to mention our website again is meadowgreenfarmtn.com. That was weird. I like had a brain bar in the middle of it. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and until then, we'll see you next time.
Until then?
Yeah. I don't know. It sounded good. I always do all this stupid stuff. Okay.
And now it's forever ingrained in history.
Yep.
Digital copy on the interwebs.
Yep. Thank you.